If I ask you to please play the video I saved from Michael Jackson and Ricky Martin, I'm not so sure if you will have the time to do it because the energy that drive you will not allow you to do it. So let me play it for you when you don't have the time. Instead of I play Michael Jackson first, we know Michael Jackson's story. Let me play Ricky Martin's story, what I find out today. Listen, please.
Ricky Martin has always known how to make an entrance. He was born on Christmas Eve 1971 on the island of Puerto Rico, a bustling Caribbean crossroads where Spanish fortresses meet modern high-rises. His parents divorced when he was 2 and his mother was granted custody of little Kiki, as he was called. But since both parents worked, he often felt lost in the shuffle.
I remember that one day I woke up crying, screaming, "Nobody loves me! Nobody loves me!" My mother was saying, "Why? I don't want to go to school. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me." And my mom brought me to my grandmother's house.
Ricky's grandmother, a rider, nurtured and cared for him throughout much of his childhood. She was a noted author and professor who taught her grandson that anything was possible through hard work.
She was like the perfect grandma. Very strong character. She taught me how important it is to achieve your goals. If you want something, go get it.
And for as long as he can remember, Kiki only wanted one thing: to perform.
Being born in Puerto Rico, there's no excuse for you not to be able to dance. We look for any excuse to make a noise, to make music. And Kiki always wanted to be in the spotlight. He always wanted to, give fame a chance.
His parents got him an agent in Puerto Rico, and by the age of 9, his smile was featuring on TV commercials.
Cuando terminan el día, yo sirvo algo especial con espagueti con albóndigas Chef Boyardee.
And I remember the first TV commercial that I did, the director told me, "Kiki, I'm sorry, you're stuck." "Oh, what do you mean? You're stuck in this business." He told me, "You're gonna die in this business."
But Ricky wasn't going to settle for a career in commercials. He had his eye on the ultimate prize.
Menudo! I was the biggest fan of Menudo. Menudo was a legend. Menudo united generations.
And they sold 25 million albums. The brainchild of Puerto Rican manager Edgardo Diaz, the group was a Latin American institution designed to be forever young, cycling through 33 members in 20 years.
The concept with Menudo was that every time a kid reached a certain age, they have to leave the group. Once they look too old, he have to leave.
In Menudo, your first shave was promptly followed by your final performance.
I knew that there was a member that was leaving soon, so I went to the office and I started looking for the applications, and I filled it, and they called me a week later and they gave me the audition. Good dancing, not too bad of a singer, and a little kid that really wanted it. I only had one problem. I was 5 feet tall.
In the first audition, he was too short,
He told me, "You know what, go start playing basketball and see you in like a year." I went back to the audition in 6 months.
And the second one is still being too short.
And it was so frustrating.
The third time, I think he don't change a lot. We change.
We saw in him that, his aura, his charisma, his presence, that's what made us take the decision that he was the new Menudo.
Así que ahora voy a pedir un fuerte aplauso para Ricky.
10 days later, on July the 10th, 1984, Ricky Martin made his debut with Menudo in his hometown, San Juan.
The first night, it was beautiful, but I was supposed to be standing right in the middle of the stage, and I was not allowed to move because of the lighting, apparently. And I couldn't help it. I started moving from one place to another stage. I started dancing, walking, blah, blah, blah. And when my second song was over, which was time for me to leave the stage, the manager comes running at me. "What are you doing? You're crazy. You don't do that. You do whatever I say." I was like, can you wait for the show to be over? I was really angry. I was so hurt. I started crying like, you know, I needed my mom so bad. I needed my dad so bad. When I look at pictures of Kiki those days, I feel, besides nostalgia, I get a little sad. Maybe this guy, Kiki, little Ricky, didn't know it was going to be so intense.
In the summer of 1984, 12-year-old Ricky was living every Puerto Rican boy's dream. Performing all over the world with Menudo. Everywhere they went, they were pursued by throngs of hungry fans with an intensity that rivaled Beatlemania.
Don't you recognize the woman who is talking? I mean, their voice always sound the same. When they talk about Michael Jackson, when they talk about all the pop stars, I mean, the sound exactly the same, people. Sorry to interrupt.
Sometimes it would get out of hand and scary at times, but we loved it.
We'd be in some country where the Pope was going, and then, you know, Menudo would show up, and it was more intense than when the Pope was around.
I get so excited. I mean, when I was little, I used to have a lot of scratches all over my body.
People running after you, the cars following you. It felt like a dream world.
It's always run, hard, run.
I just want you to hold me, let me show you how to love and make our dreams come true.
While the crowds were pulling Ricky in one direction, his divorced parents were pulling him in the other.
All of a sudden, you know, I'm going to be in Puerto Rico 3 months out of the year. Who's going to spend more time with him?
In November 1984, Ricky found himself at the centre of a bitter legal battle. His father had challenged his mother's custody.
It was painful. The pull and push, the pull and push. Come with me, stay with me. I love mom, I love dad. I love them both. At the same time, I cannot be with them all the time. What am I going to do, you know?
Ricky made a painful choice, telling the judge that he wanted to stay with his mother.
He was 12 years, you know, and he wanted to be with her mother, but that don't mean that he don't love his father. But how, for a 12-year kid, how he can handle that? It was very difficult for him.
Ricky
I'm sorry, if you speak Chinese, if that is your language, you will never understand English, except few of you who left China. So this video is not about you. This is for us who are able to learn English. Sorry to insult your intelligence. I'm not trying to tease you. I'm just trying to tell you your language also exists in my mind. But if I live in China, I will be speaking like you. But thank God I live in Holland. In Holland, we speak Dutch. In Nederland, wij praten gewoon Nederland. En ik denk, er zijn veel mensen daar die begrijpen helemaal niks wat ik moet nou zeggen. Maar gewoon de mensen dat wonen naast mij begrijpen Nederland. En als jij woont helemaal niet in Nederland, dan jij begrijpt niet dat ik heb net hele stom Nederland gepraat. Maar de bedoeling is dat ik hoop dat de mensen dat begrijpt klein beetje Engels, dat je weet hoe is het met this leeftijd. It's gewoon een spel. If you don't understand Dutch, you don't know what I say. Well, if you don't understand it, well, don't worry. It's not strange for what I just said. It's the same system. I just speak a very bad Dutch, but the Dutch people understand me. Now, should I tell you Michael Jackson's story or should I tell you my story? Let me put mine there. The Invisible God. Do you know when I was little, before they sent me to Lebanon, the time when I was age 8 years till 11 before they sent me to Lebanon to work, my mother was always travel. She traveled to Lebanon, Jordan. Sometimes she sent things for us They stole it in the airport. We never get it. My mother called and say, we sent something for you and stuff. We don't get it. My other uncle, who was always collecting money from my mother, sometimes hardly even give us the money. Sometimes I'm sitting, I have nothing to eat. My aunt is going to the farm. Imagine, I'm the invisible God Michael Jackson is singing for. He was giving a lot of money away, but the money never reached me for charity. I need charity then. I don't get it. People, I was there. I have nothing to eat. In the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, we wake up. There's a man, a fuller man. He's from Guinea. He lives in Sierra Leone. He was always baking bread. In the morning, 5 o'clock, he's bringing the old bread because he's going to bake a new bread from 5:30 to 6. We wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. We're waiting to collect the bread he's gonna give us, what is left over from the last night. We're gonna eat the bread, dry bread, with sugar and water, and our stomach is full for the day. Or I wait for my aunts to come. So understand, they know in my past I wake up, I curse them, and they fix me where I gonna get difficulty, and then I can grow up again in this world. I've been there. I had it shit. Now I have it okay. The day when I die, they're gonna send me in a land where there is no food because they know I have a big mouth. Understand? Now let me show you Michael Jackson little story.
These, what these,
Let me forward it.
and these we bought.
It's stuff that's like an emperor's house, isn't it? That's what
Statue. The whole marble is huge.
Crowds gathered to catch a glimpse of Michael Jackson. It's been the same since he was a boy, and what happened then sparked a lifelong obsession with his face.
I would never look at myself in the mirror, ever. I would turn off all the lights, and because I had pimples really badly, and it was just difficult and to face the public. One time we were in an airport, I remember, I think it was somewhere like Virginia or something, and some lady recognized my brothers and all of us. She goes, "Oh my God, it's the Jackson 5. Where's little Michael? Where's little Michael?" She's looking around, looking down. "Where's little Michael?" And another person goes, "There he is." And she goes, "Ugh, what happened?" Just like that. And God, I just could have died right there. That's exactly what that lady said to me.
Did your father and your brothers tease you about your appearance as an adolescent?
My father did. And some cousins did.
What did your father say?
Oh God. Yeah. It was pretty embarrassing. He used to tease me real bad about it.
It's cruel, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to hurt me. I don't think he realized how much he was hurting me.
What sort of thing did he say?
He would tease me about how I looked, and he would say, "Well, you didn't get it from my side of the family. It must have been Kate." You know, Kate, he would always say, meaning my mother. "You didn't get that from me." I said, I feel like saying, "Thanks for making me feel better."
You know the movie 2012, Kate? Jackson is calling, "Kate, pack up the kids. We're going." And then she say, "Jackson." The mayor say everything is okay. The 2012 movie is about us, me and Michael Jackson. No joking, people. They know he's telling me things, and together I'm posting video. Their versus us. They know Michael Jackson tried to sing, they still squeeze him, and now he's with me, we're talking. No joking, people. Kate and Jackson. The name of the guy is Jackson. The woman he was calling was Kate. Who is Kate and Jackson? Michael Jackson's mother. You see Michael and his mother. No, I see a woman who tried to trap my soul. The soul that belongs to me. Take care, people. It is just a mind game with the body of the people.